Hello, and welcome to the Oto-Mania podcast, a podcast about Otome and other dating simulation games. I'm Savvy, your host, and this is my co-host, Jessica.
Hey!
So we're back.
Yes, we're finally back.
Woo! 2 weeks gone, and now we're here. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Yes.
We found the one Christmas dating sim that we could find.
It says it's Christmas.
Granted, we didn't look very hard.
We were busy.
Yes, if you type in Christmas Otome into Google, there's one that
It'll
pops
come up.
And it is this itch.io game that you can download.
I posted a link to it earlier this week sometime.
It is not a full game. It is only a demo. The game is not done. So we're just going to have to talk about the demo. Oops, we didn't know, even though it says very clearly on the website, Christmas Otome demo.pc.zip.
You just can't read.
Yes. It's our greatest weakness. So yeah, we played a game called Christmas Otome. It is the sequel to Valentine's Otome and the third entry in the Holiday Otome series. I believe the other one is Halloween Otome, because that one's brought up in this game.
So what is it like? The Halloween is the Halloween one the first time? With the first one, or is it the Valentine's Day one?
I'm thinking it's Halloween, Valentine's, and Christmas based on it saying Valentine's is the this is the third one. This is the sequel to Valentine's.
So yeah.
So using deduction.
Logic.
Halloween
using logic that I'm not
one.
using. Dang it.
I don't know
read that description.
If Valentine's or Halloween are full games or not, but we will eventually find out probably at some point.
Hopefully.
Maybe. So Christmas Otome is the story of your character and her friend. And I'm just going to read this description. How about that?
Yes, please do.
With graduation drawing near and Emma's relationship getting serious, Maya starts to wonder about her future. Should she listen to her parents and return home, or try to make it here in the city? A chance encounter leaves her with just a couple of months to melt the frozen heart, but can this super serious girl do it? Now, it sounds like a Hallmark movie.
It does.
But there's some supernatural powers in this game.
You think it's going to be like a Hallmark movie, and then it's totally something else completely.
So, when they said Maya in that, I'm assuming that's you. You have a rich friend, and you're trying to make it in the city, but you're a waitress, and you go to college, and you work another job that's a hospital job. You're basically really busy.
Volunteer?
Yeah, you're a volunteer, because there's this whole long convoluted thing about you and your friend.
Yes.
Your friend's cousin or something, got a botched kidnapping and now is in a coma.
I know. I was really confused when they brought that up.
So you take care of them in the hospital, and that's why you volunteer. On top of your full load of classes, on top of your waitress job.
And sometimes at night, you'll use your computer science knowledge to look into their botched kidnapping.
Yes, and you're also a junior detective.
Yes.
If you're not already doing enough.
This game has a lot going on.
You're very busy. But on top of that, you have to juggle boys. Oh, no.
Hey.
So you have 3 choices. I like how on the website for this game, they have the description of just their hair and then their name.
I know. I love that too.
The Ash Blonde, Garrett Carver, waiter. The Golden Blonde, Liam Anders, teacher. And the Strawberry Blonde, Mikhail Ivanov, student. What's his... Didn't you just call him like Mick or something?
Yeah.
Or Mike?
Which I was fine with that. Yeah, I was like Mick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right,
Mick.
cool.
Yeah, so those are your 2 choices. Or 3. Sorry, Mick, 3. I always forget.
It's okay. I hung out with Mick sometimes, and it was,
So, what do you think about this game?
This game, I mean, it really, as soon as it started, I was like, man, this is a sequel, and I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
It starts off and you're at your cousin's wedding and your rich friend comes to pick you up.
They have a question when you start the game that's like, did Emma marry the Count? And you're like,
what is that?
And they said, oh, don't worry, it's a cosmetic choice. And Emma's like, your sister?
That sure it's just your like roommate or something, like a friend of
Oh,
yours. I don't
maybe.
even know.
Did you say yes or no?
I don't remember.
I said yes. She married the count because I wanted to see what would happen, and it makes her pregnant. So,
Ah, I guess I said no then.
yeah. So that I'm assuming is from.
Game
I'm gonna
before
say
this one.
Halloween based on the name the Count,
This is true.
but I'm not sure. It's one of the other two. I don't know. I feel like I got more invested as the game went on, but they just threw so much stuff at me in the beginning.
Yeah, I kind of tuned out
I tuned
a
out. I was
little with all
super
the information
overwhelmed.
stuff. But then like I got to the rest of it and I'm like, man, what am I supposed to be doing here? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
It took forever to get to like the map where you get to choose where to go.
Yeah. Well, it took even longer for it to have like the symbol of which guy is where.
Yes.
And then I kept mixing up Garrett and Mick and
I didn't know whose symbol was who. I gave up.
yeah, you just kind of
But
click
by the
one.
time
I'm
you
like,
get
oh, it's
to
got
the
a symbol
symbol
on
part,
it.
you're basically over with the game.
Yeah,
So,
abruptly.
yeah, probably. This is kind of spoilers. If you want to play the demo, it's only like it'll take like 2 hours max of your time.
Yeah.
If you're a slow reader like me. But if you don't, I'm gonna spoil it for you. So when you're with your friend's rich. There's something about okay. What's the deal with her butler?
I don't know. I feel like he used to be a completely different guy in the
Yes.
earlier games, and then they sent him to butler training, and I'm not sure what happened, but now he's like really weird.
From the context I got, he was like a stalker or something of hers, and then he got reformed into her butler.
I think she had him like as her butler before he was acting how he does now, and so he's basically just like stalkerish but paid.
Do you think that
And
he's
now
in
he's
the other
like perfect
games?
butler. I think he's in at least one of them.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a weird thing about her butler that I didn't understand.
He used to be super different, and then she sent him to butler school, and now he's this perfect butler, and he doesn't act like himself anymore.
Yeah,
He's basically just an alien.
that flew over my head. I didn't realize that we might have to have played these in order.
Yeah.
I just wanted to play
Yeah.
Christmas Otome.
I wish it was more Christmassy. It made me very sad.
Yeah, the only Christmas thing about this game is that you have to melt the heart by Christmas.
Well, I think you're gonna be like done with school by Christmas, and your parents are like, "Why don't you move home?"
Oh, you have to choose if you want to move home by Christmas.
But just like is around Christmas time, sort of. And that's kind of why
Yeah.
it's Christmas
It
Otome, I
kind of
guess.
is around Christmas time. But there's still the beach, and you can still hang out on the beach like it's no big deal.
Yeah,
I
like where
guess
the
it's
heck are
not
we
really
living?
winter. Japan. Isn't it snow there? I don't know.
Thought it did.
So, the like main plot point of this story, where the supernatural bits come in, is your friend got a bracelet from this other rich dude. I think his name is Don.
Yeah, his name is Dawn.
And she doesn't want it because he's the competitor of her father. But he's going for her hard. And so you were like, that bracelet's pretty. And she's like, you can keep it. So you wear the bracelet and it gets stuck on your wrist.
Can't take it off.
You can't take it off now. And it turns out that it's magical. It causes you to have fainting spells
It does.
and like magic dreams.
Which are really weird.
Yeah, you get like these weird portal dreams where you can hear the inner thoughts of the boys that like you with some very Frozen 2 ass songs. Have you seen Frozen 2 yet?
No, I'm going tomorrow.
There's one song, like the background song reminded me of the End of the Unknown song. Like a lot. I was like, this is the same song. Frozen 2 copied from you, Christmas Otome. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's also the magic bracelet is supposed to make you. I'm not 100% sure what this magic bracelet's supposed to do. I know it tells you where the guys are, and there's magic symbols on the bracelet that pop up that tell you which guy is in a certain location.
On your map, yeah.
And it lights up when a guy likes you as a potential candidate.
Yeah, so if they're a candidate, then your bracelet does a thing.
Yeah, and then it melts their frozen heart, and Dawn's like, wow, there's not usually more than one, but you have 3.
There's 3 for us.
Which is your coworker, your old teacher, and a kid you go to school with. So, I guess you gotta pick them and melt one of their hearts by Christmas or maybe after. I don't know.
It's like by Christmas, but I don't know. And the game's not finished, so I
Yeah.
can't really find out.
So let's talk about each of these boys individually.
Okay. I don't have like a ton to say about them. I feel like I don't really know anything.
So, your waiter friend, your coworker,
Garrett.
Garrett. He is an ex-gang member.
I was about to bring that up. I was gonna be like, oh, he was in a gang.
Yes, that's his big thing. He's very stoic.
Yes.
He's very scary. He's friends with Dawn.
Which is a little weird.
He
I
likes.
think Dawn used to be in the gang with him.
Yes. There's a connection you didn't see coming. Haha, plot twist.
Oh, really? Like, really got me with that one.
And, so like you can only do a certain amount of scenes, and the last scene I got in this game before they were like demo over was Garrett fighting a bunch of kids on the street, and then it ended. They were like, how dare you leave the gang, now we're a laughing stock, and then he punched a bunch of people, and then it's like, all right, demo over, and I was like, okay.
My last one was with Mick, and I think we were like hanging out in the park, and he was actually working hard and studying for once.
Oh my god.
And you're just like, man, gee, I wish you would always put in that much effort. And then it was like, demo over. And I was like, all right, I guess we're done.
Can't express my distaste for Mick more. I hate Mick.
I just wanted to know why the heck he's like that. I was like, all right.
He's such an ass.
He's such a schmuck. Yeah, I know, I hate him.
Yeah, okay, let's talk about Mick. Sorry, Garrett, we're done. You're a gang member, you work at our job, you eat a lot, you're scary, we get it. Whatever. Mick is a stupid ass
He's like
student.
bipolar.
He's bipolar, like in the most extreme way that he needs to go to an institution.
He probably really does.
You want to explain Mick's like beginning situation?
He shows up to the like cafe that you work at with a friend of his. He's flirting with you, and you're like fine with it. And then he shows up again by himself, and he's super mean about it. Garrett's like, should I beat that guy up? I said no, but maybe I should have said yes. I just like, I don't understand why he gets like that, and he doesn't seem to remember it either. You're like, oh, he's like, oh, why are you like mad at me? And you're like, it's nothing. Well, I guess I just hung out with you on a bad day. And he's like, why? What drink did I get? And
yeah,
like, do you not
like he
know
blacks
what's
out and
happening
has a bad day. He has a lot of bad days. Because like every time you see him when he's not with a bunch of friends, he's having a bad day.
Mean.
And when he's having, what was the dumbest thing was when he's like, oh, if I'm having a bad day, just give me a free dessert on the house and it'll make my day better. And I'm like,
he's like,
no,
give me something. And then you're like, but I can't give you free dessert. He's like, no, I'll pay for it after, but like, you gotta tell me it's free first.
That's so dumb. That's manipulation.
He's dumb. Yeah, he's not great.
He's horrible. I went on a date with him at an amusement park, and he was just
Yeah,
he was just being sad by himself. And he like needs sugar, otherwise he's depressed.
Otherwise he's like angry, and Mick is not great.
Mick's not great. I don't get his appeal at all. Why do I
don't
want
either.
This guy who like can't handle life without sugar? I don't like Mick. I didn't see a lot of Mick, and he didn't visit you in the hospital when you fainted.
He didn't.
You had freaking Garrett came, and the next guy we're going to talk about, Liam, your teacher.
He didn't come in mine.
Oh, he didn't?
No, well, I decided in mine not to do the like tutoring job, so I never saw him again after that party.
Never?
Never.
Oh boy, do I have a story for you then.
Oh, lay it on me.
All right, let me talk about the teacher. So Liam, or Mr. Anders, was your old high school teacher, and you had a crush on him. And now, now's your chance, your friend says, to go after him. So you do, and you ask him out, and he rejects you.
Yes. I remember that part.
And you leave, and you're sad about it. And eventually you find out, if you do tutoring at his school, that he has a kid. So you panic, and you're like, oh my god, did I hit on a married man? Is he married? Like, he has a kid. And I was worried too. And then your friend's like, you didn't read his file that I gave you. So you read the file, and it's wife deceased. So he has a dead wife.
These files on people.
He has a dead wife and a kid. and all of his interactions are you basically like babysitting his kid for him, which is very real. So yeah, the little kid likes you way more than this teacher does. You apologize to him, saying like, "I'm sorry I asked you out. You guys still hang out and do stuff." The kid's like, "Let's go get ice cream together. Let's go get dinner together." So it's all the kid, really, trying to hook you guys up. And it's the kid who wanted to see you in the hospital, so.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, so.
At least I don't think he came to the hospital. I don't know, because if the kid wanted to see you, didn't see him.
That's his route. I still feel bad for going for this. My teacher, A. 2, my teacher has a kid. And 3, my teacher has a dead wife.
Yeah, I didn't think you were going to go for the teacher, because we're kind of like,
Well, I figured no one else would, because it's icky.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't. Because it's icky.
Yeah, because it's icky. Gotta take the icky
And I felt
ones.
bad when he rejected me. I'm like, oh.
I did feel bad. It was
really
really sad. That was a sad rejection. It hurt.
Yeah, that was.
Hurt my feelings.
Right? I know, I'm like, that kind of hurt my feelings. I feel like I've been rejected like this. What the heck?
I didn't want to,
like
but
this.
then I was like, you know what? Screw you, Mr. Anders. I'm going to teach in your class, and you just got to deal with it. Let's see if I have any more notes. That's pretty much all the 3 guys.
Yeah, I'm like, that's kind of it.
You pass out a lot because of the bracelet. Yeah. You have a dream where you can hear people's thoughts. The scariest part of this game was when you fainted, and then on red text, it said, like, "You should not be here."
Oh, yeah. I was like, what game am I playing?
God.
Yeah. Hardcore.
Yeah, that's the demo.
That's kind of it.
That's kind of it.
I wish it had a little more romance.
Yeah,
And a little more Christmas.
Not a lot of romance. If anyone likes you in this game, it's your coworker.
Yeah.
But I think
Because I think Mick likes his friend.
You think?
It's kind of what it seemed like. I kind of think so. Which is weird.
Oh, I didn't hear. I like hung out with him twice when he was in a bad mood, so.
I'm like, so what? Is it this like thawing his frozen heart, hooking him up with his best friend?
Oh my gosh, that'd be so sad. That's not what I come to Otome games to do. Yeah.
Who knows? You'll have to play it for yourself.
Yeah, but now it's all spoiled for you. You can buy stuff to decorate your room too. That's another thing you can do.
Oh yeah,
I bought
didn't
everything.
do that. I forgot to buy anything.
I think I'm not 100% on this, but I think depending on what you buy, debates what scenes you get.
Oh.
Because I bought spicy chips, and I got like a spicy chip scene with Liam.
Cool.
So I think that does something, not just.
Oh, well,
aesthetics.
I guess I should have done that. I didn't. My bad.
This is whatever, dude. All right. So that's it.
Yep. That's kind of it.
Now for our question of the week: if you were to make a Christmas dating sim, what would be the plot, and who would be the bachelors?
Oh, so I still kind of don't know like who my bachelors would be. I mean, we gotta have like hot young anime Santa.
That's what okay. So here's mine.
Okay.
Mine would be you are a potential Mrs. Claus. You get
what is this, The Bachelor?
You get kidnapped.
What?
And sent to the North Pole because Santa's sons really like you, and you have to pick one.
Santa's
sons. He has multiple sons, and they're all like smoking hot. It's gonna be the next Santa, and whichever one you pick is gonna be the next Santa. But then there's a curveball because you can also pick a hot elf.
Heck yeah!
If you want the side route.
I feel like you put so much thought into this.
It's just I don't know. If I wanted Christmas Otome, I'd want it to be like
Santa.
Just a bunch of Santa's sons, and whichever one that she picks is the new Santa.
I'm good with that.
So yeah, it adds like pressure because now you're ruining 2 other guys' lives.
Yeah, I
would
have
kind of like The Bachelor. I guess The Bachelorette.
I would have like Santa or like Santa's hot sons, and like at least a couple like hot elves. Everybody's gotta be hot.
A couple.
Yeah, I gotta have options.
Have like an elf scenario where one of them's actually a human, just grown up as an elf, so he's like actually tall.
Yeah, maybe everybody's tall. You don't know.
One of the elves is just Will Ferrell.
Yes, that's exactly it.
That's exactly
Will Ferrell elf is one of our options.
Will Ferrell Otome game, please.
10 out of 10. I mean, we had the KFC one. Like, stranger
Yeah.
things have happened.
Why not?
But to get on that.
So yeah, that's my dream Christmas Otome. Maybe someday I'll make it happen.
Yeah. Then we can podcast about it.
Yeah, there's a big lack of Christmas Otome. It's really depressing because think of all the like Hallmark ass movies you could do.
Right?
The storyline would be so easy. You have
like it'd basically be a Hallmark movie.
You have your city boyfriend, you have your small town friend, and you have Santa's son.
Your Santa friend.
Your Santa friend.
You gotta console with Santa.
And the prince. Yeah, I watched that SNL skit.
Ah, yes.
There you go. Your other Christmas Otome game. Just whipping these out, dude.
Man, you should really be making these. What are you doing?
I know.
What are you doing just podcasting here with me?
I could be a creator, but I'm just a critic. I'm the lowest of the low.
That's okay. We have a good time.
We do. It's fun. These games are fun. They're only fun when they're short. I gotta be honest. If they're too long, I'm like, I have a podcast to get done in a week.
Back to our very first episode, and I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my god, we did so much amnesia. Speaking of what we're doing next.
Nice.
Next, we're doing not an Otome game that we can play here in the States, but
there
one we can watch here in the States called Prince of Stride.
Oh, good.
One of my favorite shows.
It's just a really good show.
I watched it when it came out because I thought it was a sports anime, and I don't know, it looked cool. And then it was surprise.
I feel like it's a sports
Otome.
anime.
It was a dating sim game. It was reverse harem. That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
And I don't. Is there an actual game for it?
Yeah. Okay. Not in English, but there is a game.
That's sad.
I wish that I could play it. I'm like, I want to date all of these good boys.
Yeah, I know.
Give them to me.
Yeah, I wish I could play Princess Stride too. But yeah, it's cool. We'll talk about that next week. And then the week after that, it's Animal Boys Month.
Yeah.
We got a huge lineup of games where guys have ears and tails.
I love that.
We'll probably talk about this in our Princess Stride episode, but we will go through... Actually, let's just go through it right now, too.
Sure.
So next month, the month of January, we are off on the 5th because we'll be going to a convention called SAC Anime.
Yay, anime convention time.
Yay. And then...
Very exciting.
The week after that, we'll be playing a clicker game called Blush Blush, which is free.
Yes.
That'll be fun.
Yes, it is.
You don't have to do any work. You just have to leave it on while you watch Prince of Stride.
I'm like, oh, cool. Well, but I take notes on my laptop.
Now you can do both. Just leave it on. And then we have Heart of the Fox, which, okay, I'm going to explain myself here.
Okay.
Because I know during Dream Boyfriend, I said the game of the month for January. Or I think I said for December.
Yeah.
We didn't really have a game of the month because of how gone we were and none of us played the game. So I'm extending the game of the month to January, and the game of the month is Wicked Wolves.
Yes, which I did post a link to like a while back.
I did say in Dream Boyfriend that we were playing Heart of the Fox, but Heart of the Fox is not available for iPhones.
Yes.
So we're playing Wicked Wolves instead, but we're also playing Heart of the Fox on the side, wink.
Yeah, I gotta get back on that.
So, after Blush Blush, we're going to talk about Heart of the Fox. And then at the end of the month, we're going to talk about Wicked Wolves. And then we're going to talk about another game I tried to download. But it cost money, so I bought it on Steam, called My Secret Pet! !
We like our animal boys.
Yes. And that will round out. That'll actually bleed into February because we're taking the first week off. Anime.
Yeah.
But yeah, got a full month ahead of us.
Month of animal boys, so if that's not your thing, I'm sorry.
I'm
We're gonna do it all month.
Yep. Oops. Oh well, thank you so much for listening. If you want to, you can follow us on Twitter at Oto-Mania podcast, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And we'll see you next time. Stay Oto-Amazing!